Yeah, so I was now it's for restaurants, the player actions, taking an order from the guests with a bell. So I want to take the order for this animal. But I can't because it hasn't chosen yet. But when it will eat something. It is a green animal, so I think it makes sense to start gathering cooking material for this animal. Because only textile. I think what it should be like so. So this notifies that the action is on the third row. Nothing happens on the third row. And then how do I purchase ingredients? You discard an animal card and draw as many ingredients as the card value. Alright. So I discard a 6. My storage limit is 8. Yeah. Taking order. So I'm going to do purchasing ingredients. Draw as many ingredients as the card value. So draw 6 for blue and green cards. Draw from the vegetables. For red and yellow cards, draw from meats. Okay, so I don't want the yellow and red. I want a green or blue. So I place a 5 blue here. So I can take 5 green. 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients. For blue and green, draw vegetables. And so on. If a pile runs out before you can draw shuffle the discarded, can temporarily store any number of ingredients during his turn. After the player has finished all the actions, he must discard down to the ingredient storage limit. Yeah, okay, so I can draw even more. What else can I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can have a storage limit of 8. I had 5, so I could place, just for fun, 3 yellow. Here. So now I have these, and yellow was for red, and red is 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to prepare for a lot of people. I can also try to serve him, but I'm now down to 7 cards, so it's the end of the turn. Choose and discard, then the ingredients you cannot store. I have nothing to discard. The number of ingredients that can be yeah. Remaining ingredients can contain yeah. Finally, the player draws as many animal cards as the highest number visible on the mushrooms. As the highest number visible on the mushrooms. Okay, 1. That means that the personnel that I manage isn't really active or awake yet. They are not so active. But in this case, for example, you would draw 3 cards at the end of your turn. And at the end of your turn, it is after the checking for the limits, so you keep it. Now the next round starts. This can escalate very, very quickly, and it looks like nothing is happening, but trust me, it will all go, go to shit. So you draw a card again, the event card. It is a 4. We placed 4 here. This means that this column will activate. Same thing as before, nothing happens. So I think... so it's my turn again. And I can try to seed a card. Yeah, let's try to seed people. So guess who will be scared when a wolf sits down at the next table, and guess who will get very, very impatient when a delicious rabbit sits down in front of him. And so it is the predator-prey relationship. When certain animals meet, you need to check if there is a predator-prey relationship. And the predator-prey relationship is for this guy not yellow and not red, so you want to place a blue next to him. Blue are big games, green are small games. So this so let's try a blue one, a blue on table 2. They don't eat each other. I can also take an order. Because in the end, you want them to decide on the meal and leave. I cannot take an order from a guest with a bell because they don't have a bell yet. There's free seating, any empty table. The predator-prey relationship must be checked for each neighbor of the newly seated guests. So the one it is the stress that the people that were before sitting. On the other hand, if the neighbor is from the same species as the newly seated guest, remove 1 cloud from the neighbor, see predator-prey relationship. Only the adjacent neighbors matter, guests in diagonal positions do not. I already did purchasing ingredients. I cannot cook because he hasn't chosen yet. So I think this is all I can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I draw 1 card to signify that this is the end of the turn. New event card. This is 5. 5 is this. This will activate. What order will it activate? 5. Oh no. So I'm not really sure if I have to do everything or just a number. The value marks the row where events will happen, and perform the appropriate events on all 3 tables on the marked row in any order. So you can decide the order, but you have to perform. Oh shit. You have to do it all, I think. Not really sure. But this is a 5. So, if a table is empty, guests sit down. Player must seat guests at the table from his own cards. So I must seat here. I'll seat a 3 because it's green. I think that works like that. Not really sure how it works. Number of the seated cards cannot be greater than the number of chairs. If there are more than 1 empty tables in the row, seating can be performed in any order. The remaining cards of the player may never be less than minimal hand size. If it cannot hold any of the player's cards, then the seating can be skipped for that table. When seating new guests, look out for the neighbors. Then, if they are sitting at a table, they are choosing from the menu. The guests have decided what to eat, so they are calling the waiter to take their order. Place a bell token on the animal card. Yeah, so we have the bell tokens. One, 2, 3. So I'm not really sure if you have to perform all the appropriate events on all 3 tables of the marked in any row. That's what it says. And so what happens is, no, wait. I think if it is empty, guests sit down. So this is guests sit down. If guests are sitting at the table, they are choosing from the menus. Okay, so then you place a bell. You place all the bell. The events are mandatory. So all these things are mandatory. Oh, I did it totally wrong. Never mind. They are okay. If guests have a bell, they are waiting for the waiter to take their order. Guests are losing their patience.